welcome to my channel, welcome to returning people, welcome to new people. Please feel free to stick around and subscribe. Today I want to talk about something that I have been thinking about for the longest time. All this stuff about manifestation, how does it work? Is what they say really the right way to manifest? So I'm going to talk about that, and I've come up with this understanding, and I've seen this in my life so many times. I've seen this in other people's lives, and this is like the natural way of manifestation, the way of rest to manifest things. And I have a like a formula, a set up to it, because it's not like I just came overnight with this. This has taken me a long time to come up to these conclusions, and there's just so much that I'm going to be debunking about manifestation in this video, so you do not want to miss that. I'm just going to jump right into it. True manifestation is being able to ask, number one, ask, and number two, let go of it. That is the whole problem right there. We know how to ask, and we know how to hold on to it. But there's the asking, then there's the letting go. And the whole thing the world is trying to tell us is that we have to hold on to it, that we have to affirm, affirmations, hold on to the desire, hold on to the image, hold on to the, the imagination, hold on to it. And that is where, if you keep holding on to it, whatever you're trying to keep, you're actually pulling it away. That's like the law of attraction, right? You're actually drawing it away from you. But when you don't really want it, that's when it comes to you, and it comes actually like looking for you. That is the problem right there. So that is what I'm going to talk about. The asking. It's pretty easy to ask. All you need to ask, you ask God, you ask the universe, you tell them exactly what you want, you ask exactly what you need, what you want, why, or whatever, how you want to ask. Once you feel that your prayer or your petition or your asking has been heard, okay, there's a moment that it comes, like you may ask one time, and it's like you didn't really actually penetrate where you needed, like you didn't ask in a way that got through. It's like they didn't even actually hear you, or it was just an asking of your own mind, or if it was just an asking of here, but it wasn't like a penetrating asking. Like if you know what this is hard to explain. You have to know what I'm talking about. I believe you know what I'm talking about. You ask in a way where you feel like your petition has been heard. That is when you actually asked. Okay? That is, you know that you've been heard. Then check, you've asked. Number two, you have to immediately let it go. There is such a distance between number one and number two. Like years and years, decades can be between those two. So we have to get to the point of how can we shorten that from our asking. So in our asking, we have our desiring, we have our needing, we have our, I need this so much, this is going to help my life so much, it's going to benefit me so much. For some reason, you really believe that you need that in your life. As long as you keep holding on to that, your energy, you're letting go of your power. You're letting go of your energy. You need to be in control and in power. When you feel like you're in control and in power, you're in equilibrium, you're in balance. And that is the state of the universe. Everything always wants to go in balance. Like the cosmos or atoms and electrons, you know, they release some, they gain some. They always want to be in a state of rest, in a state of balance. So when you're desiring something really, really much, you're needing it, you have this desperation about you, you're actually pulling it away. Your ball is rolling this way. You're trying to get after it. And because it's going this way, you're actually drawing it away from you, that law of attraction. But when you start to release it, and the ball starts to revert the other way, so you're gaining momentum back to yourself, back to your own power, then the thing will actually start coming to you. But the question is how? Because we've gotten into the habit of desiring, keeping, wanting, needing. So we're always looking, we're always searching, we're always looking for it. We're always trying to get it. And that is drawing it away. We're actually pulling it away from us. It's like two polarizations. You know, they're not gonna come together easily. So the question is, we need to get out of the habit of always wanting, needing, desiring. How do we get out of that habit? I'm going to tell you how. When you let go, first of all, how do you let go? How do you ask? Okay, you've asked. Now, how do you let go of it? How do you immediately let go of it? You have to have the right thoughts, okay? Remember, it's not about words. They say, confess these affirmations. But really, words are just a byproduct. It's your thoughts, it's your emotions. You need to get to a state where you actually feel a certain way. Then your thoughts will correspond. Then as a result, your words will come. So they're telling us we have to have these affirmations and confessions, and then somehow it's going to draw. But that's like that's just the third byproduct of it. The first one is feeling a certain way, but having those thoughts. So how do you immediately let go? You have to instill the right thoughts. You don't have to say it really out loud. Out loud just comes, it's just natural. But thinking is all that really that you need. You need to think. What do you need to think? This is what you need to think. This is what the reprogramming you have to do in your mind, so that you're not holding on to that thing and needing it anymore. Remember, you've put the ball in motion, you've asked, you've gained the desire, you've gained the need, you've gained the desperation, you've gained the wanting, you have many reasons why you want this in your life. You've done that part already. So don't feel afraid that you're gonna lose it now that you stopped desiring it, okay? You put the ball in motion. It's like the boomerang. You put it in motion, now it has to come back to you. So that's what we're talking about, how to get it to come back to you and how to release it really quickly so it can quickly come back to you again. And these are the thoughts you have to think to get it to come back to you. Okay, you've asked, and then you can say things like, in your own mind, you can say, I don't know the answer. I don't know how to get it. I give up. I surrender, because it's a surrendering. It's like, I have no idea where I'm gonna find this. Where am I gonna look? I don't know where to look. I've looked through all these places. I've tried all these different things. Nothing works. I've really put my energy, my strength, my focus into it, and it's not been working. I don't know anymore. Simply, those are the things that you think. I don't know. I give up. I don't know where to look for it. I don't know how to find it. I don't know who can tell me the answer. Whatever it is that you're looking for, I don't know who can fulfill that part in my life. I can't find them, or I can't find that thing. That is the thoughts. Continually you have to kind of like, every time it comes up, like the desire says, here I am, this is what you really wanted. Every time that comes up and you say, I don't know how to find you. I don't know where you are. You know, the world always wants you to think that whatever is outside of you is what you need. So what you're doing is you're giving that thing your power. Remember, in a state of equilibrium, in the state of rest, you have everything you need. Everything you need is inside of you already. You have the answers, you can dream the dreams, you can see the visions, you can whatever. The answer is already inside of you. The ability is already inside of you. The motivation is inside of you. Everything is already inside of you already. You are in power. You are in full control. You need nothing outside of yourself to complete yourself. You are whole and complete in yourself, okay? That is the truth that you need to realize about yourself. And the world always wants to make you think that if I get this, then I'll be whole. If I obtain this, then I'll be happy. So what are you doing? You're taking your power, you're giving it away and saying, this is more greater, this is more valuable, this is more powerful than I am. And it's just a thing. It's, you know, it's an unstable thing that may or may not make you happy in the end, but that doesn't really matter. You're giving your power away. And the thing is, you always have to keep your power. You have to be in the state of equilibrium, in the state of rest, because in the state of rest is where the things come looking for you. In the state of, I don't care if I get it or don't get it, even if you slightly kind of don't want it, this is advanced stuff. If you start thinking about the reasons why it may not so be beneficial for you to have that thing, start believing, feeling those things, start thinking those thoughts, you'll see how fast that thing actually comes to you and it comes looking for you. All out, okay? But we're talking about releasing your power. So you have to gain that power back, because when you're wanting and asking for something, you're taking your control and your power and you're saying, this thing controls me. The thing that I want controls me. You always need to be in control. You always need to be the valuable one, the greater one, right? You have to be the one in power. You're projecting your power onto something else. So that's number one. When you're desiring something, you're projecting your power outside of yourself. You're saying that thing has a lot of power. So you see, this all has to do with energy. You're taking your energy and your focus, you're directing it to somewhere else. You're gaining the momentum of that thing. And then when you release it and you say, I don't want it anymore, I hope that didn't trigger you. If it triggered you, then you really need to recalculate what you're doing in this manifestation game. I don't really want it anymore. Why? Because I can find what I want in that somewhere else. You just gained your power back. Did you see that? Did you see that? You just gained your power back. When you say, think the thoughts, it's not even about speaking. Remember, it's about your thoughts. Your thoughts are the first. Before there was ever words, there was thoughts. Before in this universe, in this world, there was ever words, there was only thoughts. So, think the thoughts. I don't know where to get this. I'm tired of looking for it. I don't know. Like, I give up. I'm done. I'm done feeling like I'm lowering myself. I'm done feeling minuscule. I'm done feeling this way that I'm feeling because I want it. I'm trying to get something. I feel really bad. I feel awful within myself. Like I'm not good enough. Like like I'm deficient or something, whatever it is. But when you say those things like, I'm done, I'm finished, I don't know where to look, I give up, essentially. That's just part of the step number 2. That's a very, very crucial part that you need to kind of keep going in your mind every time it comes up. Because it's going to come up. If it's a persistent thing, it's going to come up. Like if it's your health, like here I am, I'm sick. I don't know how to fix you. I tried everything. I don't know what the answer is. I give up. I don't know anymore. Like, I'm done. I'm tired of trying to figure it out. I'm done. Okay, so you get the point. Then, very important with that step number 2 is you need to take the focus, because that step number 2 is not just quite enough. It is the beginning of step number 2. But just saying I let go, your thoughts, you will see, will come back to the desire and start needing that thing. You see? Your power will go back to outside of you and say, I need that thing. So the way to fix that, so your focus, what you focus on is where your energy goes. Your focus to remain on step number 2 is take your energy and your focus off of that thing. How? Find something similar. Find something similar on the same wavelength, on the same frequency as that thing. So if it's health related, find something else that's health related that you have control over, that you can do right now, that you can instill in your life right now, that you can go on some kind of, plan or food plan or anything that gets the power back into your control and your focus. So you've really left that thing alone. You've really given it up and released it to God, released it out to the universe. You've let go of it completely. Otherwise, if you don't do that, you're going to be steering back to it. You need to have something to focus on. You need to have something to do. You need to have something to control over and something to have power over. You need to feel in that you're in the strength, you're in the power, you're in the capability, you're in that state. So if I wanted to do, if I'm asking something health related or fitness related or person related, relationship related, turn your focus onto another person. If that person is taking advantage of you, and making you feel small, turn your focus onto another person. If that was your friend, go to a different friend. Be friends with them. Spend time. Focus your energy on that person, and you'll see how that other person comes running back to you. Okay? Same thing. If you're health related, it has to be the same frequency, the same vibe, the same control area, so you don't focus back to the need, to the state of desperation anymore. So if it's health related, say, I really need this thing. I don't know where to buy it. I don't know what it is, what I'm looking for. I've tried so many things. Where do I find this thing? Focus onto something that you can have, that you do have control, that you can implement in your life, that you can do. See, you're gaining your power back. You're gaining your control, yourself, your presence, your authority. You're gaining it back. Your energy is coming back to you. So what is that doing? That is taking that ball that was going this way. Now it's reverting it back to you. And what does that cause? That caused that thing to come to draw to you. Whatever it is that you want that's outside of you, it's going to cause it to draw back to you. Okay? I've just told you the secret of how you can do this for yourself. Think about it. Think about in your life. How many times has this happened? Everything, major changes in my life has happened with this. But it was done unknowingly. Like, I didn't even know. I wasn't trying to do it. See, there's the thing. Working and trying is not the state of rest. Okay? You always have to be in a state of rest. Working and trying to get something, trying to manifest, trying to imagine, trying to do, I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm just saying my own thing, okay? Take it or leave it. Trying to do all those things, it's like you're working for it. You're not supposed to be working for it, because when you get it, there's always going to be the fear that you might lose it if you stop working for it. So you have to be in the state of rest where I don't really care if I want it anymore. I found this thing. This thing can totally meet my need. The need that I had over here can be met by this thing. And this thing I have complete power and control, and I am in my rightful own self, and nobody has any power outside of me. Nothing is controlling me. Nothing is making me miserable. Nothing is making me feel lowly about myself. It's like the whole manifestation game that the world tells us about, it's actually wrong. Because they want us to keep that, keep wanting, keep trying, never give up, never give up. That is like the biggest lie, never give up. The thing is, you're supposed to give up. Think about right now something in your life that you've wanted and you've tried so hard, like for example, relationship. I want to find my right soulmate partner, my right one for me, and I want to get married, I want to have kids, I want to da. And then you've tried so hard, you've been in this relationship, you put all this effort in, you know, and the moment where something happened that you're like, I'm done. Like, your brain opened up and you're like, wow, I can be fine by myself. I can be totally good. I can see now, I can have the vision that I'm gonna be okay if I'm single. Like, I can focus on myself. I can upgrade my own life instead of putting all my energy into somebody else, instead of doing all these like games with them, and then, you know, it's like so tiring, you know? It's not the state of rest because you're working, you're trying for it. When that point reaches where you say, when you start to feel, remember, you start to feel these thoughts, then you start to think the thoughts like, I don't need this anymore. I can find my own, what I'm looking for here, I can find over here. I can find it within my own self. I don't need to find it outside of myself. I have it within me. I mean, you know, I can buy myself flowers, take a walk on the beach by myself, whatever it is. So that's what I'm saying. Think about this in your life. When you actually let go of something, or when you actually start thinking, maybe it's good that I don't have that thing. You see, you've put the ball in motion for such a long time, for so many years of really desiring something. And then when you finally let go of it, then it comes to you in like 2-3 days. You're like, how did that just show up? Has there anything been in your life that you actually never wanted? From the very beginning of your life to say, I can have all the other things, but that is the place I don't want to go. That place I don't want to go because some reason I saw something over there. And I'm like, I don't want to go to that place. So now I have a bias about that place. And then you end up going to that place over and over and over like 20 times. Has that ever happened to you? Do you see how this is life? This is natural life. Things come to you when you're in a state of release, surrender, rest. Okay, so now that we see that this has been a part of our life the whole time, that we've been manifesting the whole time, we haven't even really been aware of it, now we see, we can write it down, we can see that this is actually the formula. So as I said at the beginning, how do we get from the desiring to the releasing really fast? Well, you just do it really fast. You take some time to desire, to want, and then when do you know? The question is going to be asked, when do I know when to release the desire? When it starts to feel irritating. When you start to feel irritated that you have to hold on to this thing, it's not working, it's not coming. When that happens, that is your cue. Release it, surrender it, give it up. Give it up. Because you just spent all your energy, you have no more energy left. That is like your whole mind and your whole body telling you, I'm done, I've did what I've had to do, now I can release it. That's your cue, that you've gained enough energy and momentum. The ball has been turning, it's become this huge snowball. From a little one to a huge one, right? Now you can release it. That is your cue to when you know to release it. And when you surrender it, when you say, I don't know the answer, I don't know where to look. I'm done trying. That's it. I give up. Then you have to focus that desire into something else that now you have control over, you are powerful in. Something similar on the same vibe, on the same frequency. Find something like that. I don't have to find what I need, I can find somewhere else. Find that something else that will give you what you need, that will give you the sense that you're doing something that is helping you to gain that thing that you need, okay? Focus your energy on that. Where your focus is, your energy is gaining. So what you're doing is you're reverting that energy back to yourself. You're saying, I don't want it. I have my own power. I don't want it. I have my own control. And do that thing that actually now you have the power. So say fitness. Say there's a program that you really wanted and it costs $10,000. And they promise you that you're gonna feel great. And they have all these testimonials of all these people that they're feeling so fantastic. And you're like, I need that in my life. But you're not about to spend $10,000 on a program. Okay? This has happened to me. So, I got mad. This is a natural response. I got mad. Why can't I have that thing? Why does that thing have to have power over me? Why does, you get angry? That is natural. That's good, proper response. Because why are you angry? Because you just released your energy into something outside of yourself. Remember, everything that you need is inside of you. All the power is inside of you. You have everything you need. You are complete in yourself. That is the truth, the universal truth, the real universal truth. So now, I got mad that something outside of myself is making me feel this bad about myself. Making me feel like my life can't go forward without this thing. Like I can't be happy without this thing. I'm mad. Now, I go over and think, wait a minute. I've always done everything by myself. If I wanted to learn something, I just learned it by myself. I went on YouTube. I found what I needed. I put together my own little program. And I followed that program every day for like 6 months. And I got great results. Do you know what happened? That $10,000 program reached out to me telling me, how do you do this? We want to talk to you. At that point, I didn't care anymore because I already found what I needed without paying $10,000. And there will come a point where you'll be so content in what you have and what you're doing that you won't need that thing anymore. And at that moment, it is your own right to say, I want this or I don't want this. It's up to you. You decide. You can decide, yes, I still want it. Yeah, you can come to me. And then you won't be afraid. You won't have the fear that you will lose it. Because see, you didn't control in getting it. You didn't work to get that thing. Then you will be able to keep it and you won't be afraid that you're gonna lose it. Okay? Nothing is worth having that you're afraid of losing. So, the moral of this is work on yourself. Have you noticed that to do with health, if you can get your own self in the best feeling health of your life, in feeling the greatest about yourself, naturally amazing things will come into your life. If you can focus on yourself and not trying to get something outside of yourself that you feel will benefit your life, but if you focus on your own self, if you focus on your health, like this is a universal law. If you get your own state of mind in balance, and this all has to do with diet, Okay, I know food is everything. What you eat determines how you think, determines how you feel, whether you're depressed or just blissfully happy all the time. You have, and once you get that blissfully happy state, you see that you do not need anything apart from yourself. That's what you start to see. You do not need anything apart from yourself when you start to align your body in perfect health, and with that health comes good thoughts and good feelings. Then you're like, I don't need anything. I am so happy within myself. Then those things come to you. It's the same concept, the same law of manifestation. So when you can get your own health, like focus on yourself, focus on your health, focus on your well-being, focus on yourself, that's where your energy will be. See, then that ball will be always this way coming to you, and then those things will be drawn to you without you even you're going to be in such a state of rest that it's like your thoughts are already projected out there. Your desires are already projected out there. Even the ones that you don't even like willfully ask for. Maybe you asked for them 10 years ago, but they're already projected. Your thoughts and your desires are everybody already knows. The universe already knows. You don't even have to ask. You don't have to think. Just take care of yourself. Focus on yourself. Do this. Like, keep doing it 3 months. It may take 6 months of really getting to that state. Like 1 year, you'll be like, you'll be in that time. So focus on yourself, and that's just a kind of a longer version of how to get it to you. But anyways, you want to be in that place regardless. Everybody wants to be in their perfect health, in their perfect health wealth. Now your focus has to be on positive things. Your energy was negative states of energy, of desperation, of need, wanting, clinginess, negative energies. Now when you focus over here, you're going to focus on your positive energies. Excitement about something else that you can do right now, that you have to project. Think about it. If you don't know, go on YouTube, go find some inspiration or somewhere. Find something that you can do. For example, say you want to get some kind of physical surgery or something, just for example. And then you're like, I really, really, really want this. And then you get to a point where you get mad that you can't have it. That's your cue to release it. Give it up, let go of it, surrender it. Don't desire it anymore. If you can get to the point of not desiring it anymore, that's like an advanced level of this thing. Because it's all a game, right? Don't be afraid to play the game. It's all a game. You've already made the momentum here. Don't be afraid to release it. It's the snowball will come back. So gain the positive emotions of excitement doing something right now. That way you will not focus back on the thing that you wanted, but you'll be able to go forward and be content in what you have now. If you can find contentness, and if you can just like brainstorm the reasons why what you have now is what you really want. You can do this both ways. The thing that you really want, that you really desire, try to think about the negative things. There's negative things about winning the lottery. So there's always negative, unbeneficial things about something you desire, Or I want to travel. Do you know how tiring traveling is? There's always something negative. With positive is always negative about something that you really, really want. So if you can do that, it's a way of pushing that thing away from you, that getting that momentum back to you, back to your focus, your energy, your power, your strength, your completeness. and then positively take that energy, that constructive focus, where your focus is, there your energy, take it back onto what you really can do now, what you have power over now. So now I can use this DIY hack for my face, for my body. I can do this thing. See, you're taking your focus, your energy, your control, taking it back and doing something that you can do, that you have power over. And then it's like, I don't really need you. I found what I needed right here. Then when you start being content about what you have right now, the other things will come to you. They will start looking for you, and it will come. If you've had that desire for, the longer you had the desire for many, many years, the quicker the manifestation will come, because that ball is really huge now. But you have to really feel a reformation of your thoughts. You have to really feel changing of your emotions and your thoughts towards that thing, so you can do it yourself. You know, you can start thinking about those things yourself, why you may not really benefit you, why it's better that you might stay here. You know, like the grass isn't always greener on the other side. It's like, I can talk about this stuff for such a long time. I'm just gonna leave it at that. You know, if you have any questions, comment them below. We can talk about this further on. There's so many more things that I can say, but there's just like, this video is so long, and I'm just gonna release you with that. That's like the main things. There's other like sub details in with that, but I'll leave with that, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it changed the way you think about manifestation, because truly this is like, change your life, change your life. So thanks for watching this video, guys. I will see you in my next video. Please leave a comment, leave a like if you like this. Leave a like. See you guys.